In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this Gothic Chandelier mobile. I'll put the light on, you can see how it looks. And in the future, I'm going to be giving it away in a giveaway. The candle I've got in it won't come with it because it goes to a set of 3 that I got at Dollar General. And in case you want to get them, they change colors with the remote control. So you can make it any color you'd like. And I'll show you how it looks with the other candle. Okay, and here's how it looks with the other candle. My kitty cat's checking it out. And I don't know, I may like this candle better. But you can find similar candles to the one I was using at Dollar Tree that just don't change colors and everything. I think they're about the same size and all. But yeah, that's the candle when I do have the giveaway that'll go with it. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's a new channel. And I've got like 7 subscribers so far, and so not too many people see it. And then if somebody does, say a month from now, they'll think the giveaway's over for sure, you know. So that's why I'm gonna, you could hit the notification button maybe or something where you won't miss it, but I'll always have the word giveaway in the title. And you know, if it don't have that in the title, just don't go watch the video if you ain't interested in other videos. And here's a close-up of some of the things I put on it. This was an earring that they had marked down at Walmart, and that's the top of the earring. I just let it flip to the back. And this was part of a necklace I got at a thrift store. And this was something they had, they had it marked down at Walmart also. It goes around your neck. There's another piece to it. And this is some like cushion trim, I guess I just got these little things off. And that's another thing that Walmart had on sale. It's got little rhinestones. And then I put some of the tulle or mesh, whatever you call it, in the beads. And some of these were really bright gold, so I had to dip them in some watered down paint, really watered down. And that's what I did with the beads to get rid of that white string that was showing. And then up here at the top, that's a spike like that came off another piece of fence. And then there's one of the ground stakes. But this is what we're going to make. Okay, I'm going to make another chandelier mobile type thing. I've already painted it purple. Let's see if I can get it in there. And it's the garden fence. And you can get it at Dollar Tree, but I got mine at Family Dollar because my Dollar Tree didn't have it. And so, like in my other one, where I made the Shabby Chic one, I'm going to cut these little spots. Let's see if I can get it in here. Let's see. Right there. Because those keep it from folding into a square shape. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, my cord's twisting the wrong way. Alright. I got my fan on in case you hear something, because I'm hoping it'll get rid of some of this odor. It didn't last time. I don't know why I think it will this time. Alright. I should have done this before I painted it, I guess. Just more toxic fumes, that's all. Oh, and this one, well, that'll melt all the way through. This one I'm going to make Gothic, or Goth. And I don't know why I've been wanting to make one like that. I guess because my son, he was Gothic when he was in high school. And we'd go to Hot Topics and buy him some clothes and whatever. And went through the stiff hair stuff and weird hair colors. And he really enjoyed it. Okay, let's see. Now I gotta do this one. And always let him, you know, figured if he wanted his hair red, he could have it red. If he wanted it blue. So that's what he did. And he'd get the pants with the big long chains on them. And he would not get in the sun. He did not want to tan. And he had naturally really black hair, so he looked good in his goth. Okay. Now, let's see. We'll cut. Now, on the end where it's got the little hinges where you connect it, you don't have to cut this off because it won't interfere with each other. Okay, let me cut this stinking thing off. Okay. Hopefully I can break. Yeah. Let's see if I went through. No, I tried, but I didn't. I didn't try, but I almost did. Okay, we got that off. I'm gonna plug it to be sure. And now, tell you what, I'm gonna do the back side first. Well, no, I know what I want to do. I've got this glow-in-the-dark purple, and I want to put it on top of the purple that I've already got on here. My shop, the paints and stuff didn't do well over the winter in there, so I'm gonna have to figure out see how it's thick. What happened with it? As long as it'll dry, it'll be alright. I smeared on the back. Now I'm gonna smear some on the front. Okay, since this is almost dry, I got a blow dryer hold of it, try and dry it quicker. And on the inside, I'm only gonna crackle where the purple is because there'll be lace panels across here, so the inside shouldn't show too much. But okay, on the outside, we'll put the glue to get ready to do some crackle paint. I'm about out of glue. I gotta remember to buy some because it ruined in my shop too. I think it froze. Some of the containers busted and some of it just hardened. I don't know what it went through. But I'm gonna put black over this purple, and then hopefully we'll get some big crackles where the purple will show through pretty good. And that glow-in-the-dark purple seemed to dry prettier. It was a little too purple there for a while. Alright. We'll smear this around. I'll probably work 2 panels at a time because I don't want it to totally dry on me. But I want it to get tacky before I put the black paint over it. And the paint, I just used I'll show you the spray paint I sprayed this with. And I have no idea where I got it. Probably Walmart. That's where I get most everything. Let's see. And this ain't gonna be perfect. I don't want it to look like it come off assembly line. Okay. Here's the, well, let's see. Here's the purple paint that I used on it, spray paint. And then, what did I use oh, I had some white lace. And so I went to my boyfriend's shop and got his camouflage paint to spray the lace where it'd be black. Because I've got some of this stuff. And it was just, I was going to put it on the inside, but you can see it's just so thin. I'll bunch it up on the inside, but I'll have the lace panels attached to the back. Okay. Now we gotta let this glue get, well, sometimes I don't even wait for it to get tacky. Spray these couple little squares and we'll see how spray paint does. It might not crackle a bit. But then again, it might. Okay. Let me tilt the camera where you can see it. If I can figure out how. Alright. Ooh. Smells good. Go around this side. Don't want to wait because it'll start crackling. I'll be covering up my crackle with it. Get a blow dryer. I'll put it on low where it ain't real loud. Well. Okay, I've got the lace laid down, and I'm going to use the hot glue gun just to tack it down for a little while, and then I'll go back with that Gorilla Glue I like to use. And this will just keep it in place for a little while. And then I'll have to go back and get all these glue strings off, but I want to show you something that I accidentally discovered. After I stopped filming, I decided I might want to put some of these at the top of it. And maybe some of these, or work these in somewhere. And so I spread glue on them. Well, I painted them purple. When that dried, I spread the glue on thick. It wasn't thick on these two. And it was thick on the rest. And while the glue was still just totally wet, I sprayed it with this spray paint, and it crackled. And I wasn't expecting that, but that was a nice little surprise. So that's how we can crackle paint with spray paint. So I thought that was nice to know. Okay, now I've been trimming. I got the hot glue done. And I've been trimming some of the edges, and I'm gonna leave this little wavy edge. And so now I just gotta trim this edge off. And I think I'll leave it a tad past the edge, since where it connects with these, there would be a little gap. Okay, and I wasn't thinking, I went ahead and painted this. Oh, one other thing. I was putting glue, let's see, in the seams where I have to bend it. So that would make it resist bending. So I just took the hot glue gun and kind of, well, there went a blob of glue on it, and kind of rubbed it over it to flatten it out. Let me unplug this. Maybe I can get that off. Okay. Now, this is the one I already had bent, so it shouldn't take too much effort. I haven't went back with the other glue yet. I figure first I'll fold it See, that didn't even stick. And I'll figure out, you know, if it's puffing out bad in places, I can adjust it with that. Okay, so now we've got to bend this edge. So I guess I'll do it by hand first. And since it's already painted, I'm gonna lay a towel over it. Alright. It's just hard to tell if I got the fold in the center this way. And I'm gonna squeeze it. It feels like there's some hot glue there. It resisted a little bit. But you live and you learn. You can learn from my mistakes. And one might be to pre-bend it before you paint it. And, you know, then you can just go back by hand. You won't have to use this towel to protect your paint. And I'll go all the way down doing this, and then I'll be right back. I've got it folded and connected, and I'll probably glue these two seams together. I'm not sure if I will or not. And I'm going to go back, well, I'm going to open it up and go back and put some more glue where it'll be touching in all spots, but not the hot glue, because for something permanent, hot glue just doesn't seem to hold long enough to me. And then we've got the lace left at the bottom corners, and I'm going to, let me turn this right side up. I got this at Dollar Tree. Let's see if I can get it in here. Okay. And I'm going to paint, there's two of them in here. And I'm going to cut out a shape that'll fit inside this rim. And then I'm going to tack it with hot glue and then go back with better glue and glue it in. And that's where I'll dangle some things from. And I'll have a hanger going around this and around this this plastic. And I guess that's all for now. Okay, another problem I found I'm fixing to remedy is where I have the hot glue here, that's where I want my metal rack to sit in. So I'm going to take the hot glue gun and just kind of squish that down in there where I'll have this groove, because I want this metal rack to fit inside that groove. And another thing, let me see if I got it in the right spot, it's where those little triangle pieces are that I had to burn away where we fold it. There's a little line right there. So if my hot glue gun won't melt that plastic so that the groove just continues the whole length, I'll get my wood burning tool and I'll burn that down also. Okay, you can see I just took my wood burning tool and just kind of shoved all that plastic out of the way where I have a tunnel. And I just went all the way down, hot glue, plastic, whatever's in my way, where I have that tunnel. Okay, that's just rubbery there. I can peel that off. All the way down. So now, I'll hook it back together. Well, there we go. Square it back up. Then, let's see, okay. I've already cut part of this somewhere. Okay, right there. Here's what I was trying to do when I discovered that I had to have these grooves cleared out. I was measuring for this because I want it to go inside the frame. So I've cut that end. Got to get this end in here. Maybe I had it the other way, where the... No, I don't think I did. Okay. Well, there we go. No, that's not the way I had it. We'll figure this out. Okay. Okay, so I've got that in the groove. Right there. I want it in the groove here. So I've got to get a rough idea where to put these. I should have brought a marker out here, and I could mark them. Because this edge, it's going to be a little further out, just because of the hinge. So, let's see. I'll mark this with a marker, and then I'll cut it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I just decided to do this on camera. That way, if I mess up, you can see where I messed up, and I just happen to find a purple marker. So I'm thinking what I'll do, since it's not perfect square because of this hinge, I'll go ahead and cut the length of this one. Let's see, right along there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna mark it like right in the middle of this top edge, or maybe a little further back, because there is a good bit of thickness there. And I'm going to cut this one that I cut a little bit shorter. I can always adjust it before I paint it. We'll set that aside. Let me go ahead and cut this one shorter while I'm thinking about it. And have on your safety goggles. Yeah, I worked at a place where you had to make cardboard bells once. And there was a guy, he had one bad eye. You could tell just by looking at something's wrong with it. He couldn't see out of it. And you have to use these long wires to wrap around the bell. And I always wore the safety glasses. You're supposed to anyway. You get in trouble if you don't. But a lot of people didn't. And he's like, well, I'm already missing one eye. I'm thinking, well, that's more reason. I didn't say it, but I was thinking that's more reason to wear them. That's the way I look at it. Okay. So let's put this back in and see how this is going to work. On the Shabby Chic one I made, I used a different kind of frame inside, which was probably easier but more expensive. I'd used one of those kits that you hang lights with on it, because I just happened to have it laying around. Okay. I wish I had a wire going up that edge, but I don't. Okay, and I don't have that one under there, so I'm probably going to have to cut it really short to get it to stop right here. So I'll measure it. Mark it, I mean. Maybe I'll just get this one out. Okay, now it'll fit in there. It'll work. And I may even pull that one on over. I don't know. Let's see. But that'll help, you know, hold it together and hold it square. And I could always put another piece going the opposite direction. I don't think I'll need it, but if I do, I'll do that. Okay, I've decided to, the first one I made was this way, and I have decided to double it up, or at least I think I have. So I'm fitting it now, and I've made myself a little memory chart. This represents these wires that don't have an end. They'll be aiming this way. The one I'm making now, the wires are aiming toward me, and then here's the corner with the connectors on the chandelier. So that's just to help me remember after I paint them. And I've got it marked, and I'm gonna cut these, and then I'll paint the wire, and then I'll put it in. Okay, here's the glue I'm going to be using to glue the lace down better with. I almost forgot this step. And the rack is out there drying. I painted it black with a flat black. And this is what I have left. But I wanted to point out also, this is what I was trying to remember a minute ago. When you're putting it on there, on the chandelier to measure it and cut it, make sure these little things are pointing downward, because you wouldn't want them sticking up. You know, unless you want to hang it by them, but the way I'm doing it, there'd only be 2 of these, so that wouldn't work. So I want them pointing down. So I was just wanting to share that. And so I'm going to go back with this glue. It smells pretty strong, so you probably need to wear a respirator or be outside or something. Okay, now I'm going back with this black paint I had that was blobbish. I squirted some out on the table, and I'm going back over the glue areas because they're really shiny. I don't want glue shining from the inside. But I'm trying to figure out the best order to do this in if you're using a whole lace panel. Now if it was strips, the fact that these are poking up wouldn't be a big idea, because you'd basically just be gluing it at what will be the top. So I'm thinking maybe, because you don't want to paint the front when you got the lace on there, so you'd pretty much have to paint front and back without folding it if you're going to do the whole lace panel. And I'll do this to the front if any glue shows too. Paint the front and back the way you want it, and that way it's flat as it is when you buy it. Then glue your lace panel down. Because see, I can't, there's some places, you know, with a hot glue gun I could hold it down, but I don't want that much hot glue. So next time, that's what I'd do. I'd paint it, then put my lace panel while it's all flat, never been bent yet, and then I would use this towel or one like it with my pliers to do the corners. I guess that would be the best way. I'm just learning too. This is the second one I've made. So if you come up with any good ideas, let me know. Especially with the gluing this lace down. It's just tacked in certain areas. But I'm thinking if it was perfectly flat, you'd have more areas you could tack down, or maybe the whole works, I don't know. But just let me know if you have any ideas. Okay, let's see how hard it is to get these put on there. Where's it at? Okay. And I'm going to start with the hot glue. And I want this one to fit right in that groove. And And it also stops right here. And then we'll put some right behind it. I'm going to save the very corner for the better glue. I may use the E6000. Everybody talks like it's really strong. I don't know. But this will hold it in place where it's not so aggravating while I'm trying to get it glued with the good glue. And I'll put it to the side. And that way I'll have my other glue on the other side. Goes this way according to my little memory chart I drew on the plastic. Okay, let's get this corner in here. And before I take the clamps off, I'll use the good glue, and then I'll have to make myself wait. I'm impatient, but I'll have to make myself wait before I take these clothespins off. Because I hate to go all that trouble and then take the clothespins off too early and it just fall out. Okay, now I'm wanting to, I've got all that glued in. And I'm wanting to make a hanger to hang this inside. And I brought this candle out here because I figure with the Gothic, you need a candle that'll show through. And I don't want to put a lot of stuff inside to block the view of the candle. Even though in the future, I'm going to have a giveaway and this will be given away, but the candle won't go with it. But you can get an idea, I think. I got these at Dollar General. It's a 3-pack. I think it was $15, and they got a remote control. And unfortunately, they're scented. But I think Dollar Tree has something like this. And any kind of candle, but nothing electric. I don't think anything electric would be safe unless it was, you know, LED. But and I'm gonna leave these hanging out to give it more of a chandelier look. And I got this at Dollar Tree. And so I figure I'll take some of this ribbon. I got that at Walmart. And I'm going to tie it to the legs and then run it up and through the metal that I attached to the top. So now I just got to figure out, let me go ahead and tie this one on. Then I'll have it run up to here. And so I'm going to cut it a little bit long. Let's see if it's showing. And then when I hang this, I'll have these tied up here. But I won't have them tied in knots because I'll probably have to adjust it because it'll be tilted some. So I'm going to do all 4 sides that way. Okay. I tied the candle holder in and it did not work because of that. It keeps wanting to flip over. I brought it in, hung it in the house, so I'm going to try something else and then I'll show you. Okay, this is how I did it. And I hope the candle will fit in it. I put a level in it. But up here, I put all the ribbon on one hook. I don't know why I didn't do that to begin with. I just hope I've left the ribbon long enough to get a pretty fat candle in it. And if I turn level the other way, it reads straight also. And I don't know if you can tell, but I took my tin snips and I cut into that plate a little bit. And then I slipped the ribbon in it. Okay, I've hung a few little decorations on this bottom piece here. And well, it won't be still where I can focus on it. Let's see, let me turn this one around. And I'll be adding some more to it shortly. And I've added the beads on all 4 sides and the little red gemstones. That was some earrings they'd marked down at Walmart to $1 a pair. And let's see, that piece was on the bottom of the earring, and that was the top of the earring. So with that pair of earrings, I had enough to do all 4 sides. And with these beads, they came from Dollar Tree in the toy section, and in a pack you get purple, aqua, and pink. And these were like really purple and had the white thread showing, and that white thread just wouldn't look right. So with my thick paint, black paint that kind of ruined, I mixed it with water and dropped the beads down in it. Left it a little while so that the white thread wasn't so white. And I kind of left, I didn't wipe a whole lot off of the beads where they wouldn't be bright. But it's looking good. Okay, what I'm doing now is I cut a length of this tulle and lace, gathered it in the center. It's gathered right there. And I'm taking this wire and I put a little hook shape on the end that I'll use to hang it on that metal rack I attached to the top of the chandelier. And so you can see what I'm doing. This is aluminum wire, it bends really easy. I'm gonna wrap it around. Cut it. Turn that in so it don't poke anyone. And then I've already put 2 of them in here. I can run it up through here and just hang it where I want it. And you can see right there's where I hung it, and there's one, and there's one over there. Now pretty much all I gotta do is put a hanger on it, and I'll probably use this tool again. I guess that's how you say it, mesh. And I'll put it probably in 4 corners anyway. I might have to make a slit through this lace where I can go around the chandelier itself and the metal cage type stuff at the top. But anyway, there it is. And you can see how this looks. I'm going to spread it out where the lace shows better. But isn't that pretty?